Alright.
How did you build an amusement park on a deserted island?
We're back.
The process begins with a winning design team. I scoured the Caribbean, looking for the best and brightest artists, engineers, and creative people. After a lengthy period of intensive recruitment, intimidation, and murder, my team at work, slashing and burning acres of old-growth timberland on Monkey and Dinky Islands.
Isn't that how Disneyland started?
That must have been back-breaking work.
That it was. Fortunately, hundreds of men were lost to malaria, wild animals, or construction accidents.
I thought the treasure of Big Whoop was on Dinky Island.
Plot hole!
Dinky Island being an atoll just off the coast of Monkey Island.
Okay, fine.
But they'd be connected by a maze of mysterious tunnels that run under the very ocean floor. So although you dug for treasure on Dinky, when you found me carnival, you were on Monkey Island.
This concludes this section of patching up Monkey Island 2 to 3 plot holes.
Very tidy explanation.
Aye.
What's in the future for Big Whoop theme parks?
I don't want to know.
The future is ripe with a world of possibilities. I see an entire network of theme parks throughout the world. Each will be unique and incorporate the cultures and customs of its specific area, but all will hold true to the same vision of the original park. The random, wholesale slaughter of the thousands of patrons who walk through our gates.
Oh, Lord. Forget it.
Who told you this was a good idea? You're insane!
Maybe, Threepwood, maybe. But I did it all for love. I'm mad for you, Elaine, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No, you did it all for creepy obsession. Alright, fine.
What happened to Captain Marley and his crew?
This is long and tedious, but still pretty cool if you played the last, or watched the last game.
Their ship arrived at Monkey Island a half hour after mine. But they were too late to stop me from claiming me prize. And they watched me pass through the portal of Big Whoop. Craven cowards that they were, the power of what they saw overwhelmed them.
Well, yeah, they were normal.
They fled the island in terror. Marley tore his treasure map into 4 pieces and gathered his crew around him. There was Rum Roger Sr., the first mate, Rapscallion, the cook, and young Lindy, the cabin boy. Marley gave each a piece of the map, keeping one for himself.
Yes, we all know this.
They promised to guard those map pieces with their lives.
Well, those of us that watched Monkey Island 2, glare.
I saw to it that they kept their promise. They were the only people alive to know about Big Whoop.
Alright.
What happened to Rapscallion, the cook?
He died in a flash fire that no one ever explained.
Rapscallion died in a flash fire in his weenie hut on Scab Island.
I thought he died somewhere else. The weenie hut looked okay. The gas was still on, but it was burning.
That's right! I brought him back to life with a voodoo spell. I remember it so vividly.
You know, in a recent Monkey Island review, Yahtzee said that the Monkey Island games were kind of covered in fanboyism, fanboy...
Oh, I'm sorry, I was miles away. What were you saying?
What's that word for just pleasing fan demand?
I knew about Rap's absent-minded tendency to leave his gas burners on.
Anyway, a lot of references to previous games.
So I arranged for a fully lit cake to be delivered to him on his 35th birthday. You can hear the explosion as far as Booty Island.
That's horrible.
Steamin' weenie indeed.
What became of young Lindy, the cabin boy?
Yeah.
Fearing for his life, he came to me and begged for mercy. In return for not revealing the location of Big Whoop, I let him live. As a sign of me gratitude, I gave him a fortune, which he used to build a successful advertising firm. Once he had grown accustomed to his wealthy lifestyle, I returned to collect me debt. I delivered to him an account so demonically ill-conceived that it was doomed to fail. Gangrene and honey.
Yes, and those of us who read that long, tedious book...
Within a month, he was penniless and insane. A broken man.
Oh.
He sold everything he owned and got so desperate, he fell in with a traveling circus. He was killed when he was shot from a cannon without a helmet.
No one could be that desperate. But what happened to Rum Rogers Sr.?
He was taking a bath in his cabin near Fat Island.
Where he used to hold drinking grog contests.
Drinking rum and eating toast, as he always did while bathing. When the toaster mysteriously fell into the tub with him.
Aww.
Shocking.
The old fat guy from the previous game is dead.
His son inherited the map piece, but was too much of a drunkard to understand its importance.
What fate befell Captain Marley?
I ambushed him while he was racing in the America's Cup. I boarded his ship and decided to let him determine his own fate.
Wait.
He could grant me his blessing to have his granddaughter's hand in marriage, or he could suffer a death more horrible than any of his crewmates.
Well, what'd he say?
Actually, he said quite a few things. Oh, the pain. Stop it, you're killing me. And some other things, I forget them all. I left him for dead and sent his ship into a whirlpool not even the most accomplished captain could escape.
Except he did, and later became Batman. And now you know the rest
You're
of the story.
unbelievably ghastly and wretched.
Good day.
Ooh, thanks. Ah.
All right, let's get on with it, please.
I've heard enough of your evil stories. Let's get this over with.
Yes, over with.
But there be so many more horrible things I'd be wanting to tell you.
I don't care.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Every time you talk, I have to edit.
See, I'm ignoring you.
Ah, you'd better listen.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Very well, Fleetwood. If you're going to act like a child, I'll help you get in the mood. I think you deserve a timeout, young man.
Yeep.
Oh crap. Zombie voodoo juju. Uh-oh.
Haha! It's not locked. Your plan was flawless, LeChuck, except for one minor detail. That will be your downfall.
Yes. Little Guybrush! He turned us into a kid again. Alright.
He's taking Elaine on his roller coaster of death.
Oh no!
I gotta reach her before she becomes his undead bride.
Okay, well that's not a good
What's
thing.
happened to me? Head foggy, can't think. I'm swimming. Must concentrate and rescue Elaine. I've got to save Elaine. But how can I save Elaine when I'm just a little boy? Oh, if only I could think straight.
Alright, we've got to clear our heads somehow.
Yo, Murray.
Hey, it's you! Are you dead yet? You look different.
Not dead, Murray. Just cursed.
Cursed! That's perfect! I'm cursed too. Let's join our cursed forces together, and together we can rule the world!
Ah,
Yeah. Let me get back to you on that.
wuss.
How can I win one of these fabulous prizes?
Well, that's easy, matey. If I can't guess your weight or your age, you get to pick what you want.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just that easy.
I'll bet you can't guess how old I am.
Betcha I can. A little fearsome buccaneer like yourself must be 7 years old.
Ha! Wrong. I just so happen to be 20.
Well, do you have any proof for your old pal Dingy Dog?
You calling me a liar?
You bet I am.
At least he's
I
straightforward
have my
about it.
proof right here.
Scum Actors Guild membership card. Guybrush Threepwood, age 20?
Goodness.
I suppose you're right. Pick your prize.
Alright. Free stuff. Check it out. I'll have
I
free
really
Murray.
want that talking skull.
With my unfettered demonic might, we will rule the world.
You're right, Murray. If I had all that power, the temptation for evil would be too great. I'll take the anchor.
Aww.
Well, take it away, son. Congratulations. Enjoy your stay here at Big Wolf.
So unfair. I'll never have my own Murray.
Look into your heart. I'm the prize you really want.
Yes, you are.
I like the guy, but this is getting ridiculous.
Fine.
What? You picked the anchor?
It's a really nice anchor, Murray. Sorry.
Alright, we got our anchor.
I can't believe you picked that
And we're
stupid
at
anchor instead of
18
me.
minutes and 46 seconds. So I'm going to pick up this pepper mill. And I think I'm going to have done with it for now.
What
He won't
good
let
is
us
a
near
dumb
the air.
hunk of iron anyway?
Shut up, Murray. You're breaking my heart. Alright, I'm
not
going to
even a
produce...
real anchor.
Sorry about the cough. Anyway, I will produce this video soon. And then
I'm a
I'll be
real
done.
fucking
You know
star.
what? I'm going to go ahead and throw this anchor into this stack of shooting
Hey,
pies.
what do you think you're doing?
I just want one of those pies.
Yeah? Well, I just want out of this stinking rathead. Life's tough, kid. Cope.
Alright. I see
After all
no...
we've been through together.
Shut up, Murray. Alright, now I'm stopping the recording for real. 19 minutes, 47 seconds.